It's finally episode 157 of this retro gaming thing that we do. We're finally back. Joey and I are not sick anymore. My God, it's been a rough couple weeks. Colin, overworking, but we got some video games we're going to talk about today. What is your theme of choice?
My theme, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And boy, did you make me angry last cast by announcing another 3DO cast after this one.
Hey, come on. The 3DO was good, I swear, in the last episode. We got one sort of kind of passing game.
Keep telling yourself that.
Oh, it's true. Come on. Come on, we're on such an excellent streak there of games played in 2024. It just had to come crashing down.
Oh, it hasn't crashed yet.
No. Just give it a couple more episodes. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I'm looking at Joey's next podcast. Fuck. That's not good either.
You brought that on us.
Oh, boy.
Hence the rage.
Well, okay. Look, I went to WrestleMania weekend a few weeks back. Pretty sure that's how I got real sick. It was just exposed myself to all these people from Philadelphia. Just disgusting town, Joey. Disgusting. Who would ever live there? You?
Well, no, I lived in the suburbs when I was a kid. So, I mean, you're also around wrestling fans, right? They're disgusting. Look at you.
Just who would even watch that thing? Oh, God, pay money to see that? Terrible. I did all those things. But okay. I'm very excited for a game coming out called Stellar Blade. I played the demo to its like incredible completion. So it gives me the good opening, introduced me to a lot of mechanics, and then after you beat the story part of the demo, it does a pretty cool thing where you get to a big boss fight, and just as you do the finishing blow, it cuts and like shows you a huge deluge of what the game is going to be in the future. And then it goes, well, you can also now play this incredibly tough boss battle, but with like all of these skills to play and mess with. I must have done that for like hours. Just messing with all of these different combinations and techniques you can unlock. I'm pretty hyped. The game comes out next week. It's controversial only with stupid people. Guys, did you know women can be hot? Did you know that?
Oh, it's that game. Okay.
Yeah, it's that game.
It had me thinking of that monologue from The Naked Gun, too. A body that could melt a cheese sandwich from across the room.
Damn
Breasts
right.
that seem to say, hey, look at these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty pumped. I'm not sure how I feel about the British voice acting right now, but maybe I can...
Yeah, I switched to the Japanese partway through.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, you played it too, Colin?
Yeah, partway through. I haven't had time to finish it yet. But I didn't want another Xenoblade Chronicles situation, so I switched to the... Oh, wait, it was the Korean voice acting. What the hell am I saying?
Well, that'd be fun, too. Yeah, I think I would play the game with that. Yeah. And then, other than that, I played one game for the podcast for a couple hours. Little did I know that I almost beat it. I looked it up. And then, lots of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am obsessed with the game. I made it to the Cosmo Canyon part of the game. Went through the Gunganga lands like pretty fast. I think I need to go back there, but I'm entrenched in the story. It's only getting more interesting for me. I am sort of kind of playing the PS1 game before bed. I'm much further behind. I'm not even at close to the soul yet in my retro playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. Amazingly enough, it's like super to... People complain about all the mini games in Rebirth, and the further I get to these sections in the the retro version of the game at this point. I'm like, man, there's a lot of mini games it's making me play. That's very true to how the game was. So, I am extremely compelled to not, I can't say like platinum the game or 100%, but every time I get to a region, I'm like always dying to kind of do everything and explore the world, find everything. I'm certainly addicted to all aspects of the game. God, I can't remember the last time I guess Liza P would be the last time I was kind of this entrenched in everything a game has to offer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, I just come home, relax. If I could play a couple hours, like I might not even do any of the story. I might just do like some of the side content. Because I'm like 50 plus hours into this sucker. Way longer than, I think it only took me like 40 something to go through FF7 Remake. So I'm certainly doing a lot more in Rebirth. It's really cracking into my golf time because golf season has started. Very excited.
Nice.
Yep. Played 18 holes yesterday, broke 100, so that's a good start. Okay, that's my update. Joey, how about you?
Haven't really gamed much, so
Helldivers
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally getting up to the higher difficulties. I've been playing on 7 now, so the highest is 9, but I don't see the point going higher than 7, other than just pain. So, yeah, still loving Helldivers. They're doing monthly war bonds, so they keep adding stuff. So if you grind, you don't have to spend $1. There's some bugs, but they don't really bother me much. So yeah, that's all I've been doing.
Okay. And Colin, what's going on?
Well, when I'm not working extra shifts over the weekend or keeping my house clean, I have been playing Helldivers 2 myself. I'm still pretty low level, but I've only been pecking at it here and there. I mean, there is at least one bug that really annoys the shit out of me, because a couple of times I found myself getting stuck in position. I run in all directions and I can't move at all. So, in one instance, I had to kill myself with a grenade just so I could respawn and actually be able to move. And then there was another bit where I was soloing one mission, and then the getaway shuttle lands, and I'm trying to get into it, but then I get stuck on the side of the door leading into the shuttle, and I can't fucking move. And then the mission treats it like I didn't get back on the shuttle in time. So I rage pretty hard at that.
Oh boy.
So developers, get on that. That's a pretty fatal bug.
Yeah, it always stinks when you find a aspect of that in any game, and then you just get fucking stuck.
Yeah. It's so annoying. But aside from that, I've also been playing through Tears of the Kingdom here and there.
Okay.
And I got to the part where you go underground, deep underground, where all the gloom is, and you light up all those roots that give you more map, unlock more of the map, sort of like the tower's top side. And that got pretty interesting. Mostly I did it so I could unlock the camera function on the Puro pad. But it's pretty interesting. And like I said earlier, I played the Stellar Blade demo partway through.
Yep.
The graphics are awesome. The combat's pretty high intensity. Kind of like Nier Automata minus the pod with shooting over your shoulder. I kind of missed that, but
I certainly like the
not
parry and the dodge system like way more in this than how Nier Automata worked. But now that you mention it, I woke up this morning going, I kind of want to play that game again.
yeah.
Because I never got to the... Well, I stopped when I got to the 2A section.
Is that the kid?
No,
the boy?
No.
No.
That's what,
Oh.
9 bits or
9S.
something.
9S. And A2. She's the sexy lady. Well, the other sexy lady.
The other sexy lady. Oh, boy.
Only wearing less than 2B.
Yeah. Well, tattered, man. Clothes get tattered over time. Expect her to get new clothes in this environment? That's crazy talk. Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm excited. I've pre-ordered Stellar Blade.
me too. I just know there's going to be some of that as cosplay at Colossal Con this year.
Oh, for sure.
Alongside Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, gushing over magical girls, and Freerun.
Yeah, I expect a lot of Freerun. For sure. Yeah. Excuse my gross, disgusting sounds. No relation, but... Alright. Wow, okay. We got anything else going? Or are we moving on, Mr. Coffee Pants over there like myself?
I got nothing else to say.
Okay, let's get through this. Here's the drop. Whoa. That's weird. My drop, it dropped out of sound. I'm going to try another one, because that was bizarre. Let's see. Let's see what Parappa the Rapper has to say.
Punch it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, until you find the things I'll teach ya, sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you get a lesson from teacher. Now kick.
I tried to do my Metal Gear Solid one, including the whole snake thing, but then the phone ring just died on it. I was like, that was bizarre. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you, Parappa. It's all in the mind, Joe.
How appropriate. How appropriate, since that game made me rage too.
Colin.
But yeah, the theme, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Games where anger or rage serve a purpose either in the narrative or the gameplay, or both.
Yeah. I gotta ask.
Yeah, but
how did
yes.
you even find this first game here?
That's the thing. I can't even remember.
Never heard of this before.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't remember where I saw it. I think it was like YouTube comments. People were mentioning it, or maybe it was like a list of PlayStation games you've never heard of but should play, or something like that.
I mean, I gotta say,
like that.
this first game I weirdly massively enjoyed.
Well, it certainly made me rage.
Well, that is the point of doing that.
Kinda, yeah. Let's get into it. The first game is 1 on PlayStation. That's right, people. Not the number 1. It's spelled O-N-E, 1. One word.
Yeah, not confusing at all. It's so hard to even search for.
Yeah. It was developed by Visual Concepts and published by ASC Games in North America, and Take-Two Interactive in the EU, and Capcom in Japan. It was released on PlayStation in North America on December 11th, 1997, in the PAL regions on March 1998, and in Japan on March 25th, 1999. And the plot is as follows. The main character wakes up with amnesia, that old chestnut, and a gun in place of his arm. How appropriate, since we were talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, and I played through that Barrett backstory section. That's not in the original. I remember that. Where he has to, his friend also has a gun arm, and he fucking.
No, I remember that being in the original game.
I don't remember it being this like super detailed with everything.
Yeah, it probably wasn't, but I remember.
I don't know. This is why I'm playing the original side by side. I'm very curious, like what I remember and don't, and I clearly don't remember a whole lot.
For sure. Yeah, it was Dine. Dine is the other guy with a
yeah, I
gun
remember
arm.
like. Well, anyways, that's besides the point. One.
Yes. Yes. Guy wakes up with a gun in place of his arm, and the police are trying to kill him by shooting missiles into the building. So a huge chase begins with the main guy trying to evade the authorities while also trying to find out who he is, and his only clue is a barcode on the back of his neck. Agent 47 much?
Hey, high octane, awesome start to a game. I really enjoyed it. I'm like, I guess we're going.
It was, until a certain point.
All right, what was the point?
Well, I'll get to that.
Was it the platforming that did you end?
For me,
it was the platforming.
The point was the beginning. I hated this game from the start.
Oh, Joey.
Oh, Jesus.
Joey, do you like video games?
I don't like isometric runners.
See, you just got to think.
Yeah,
you got to stop thinking in your 3-dimensional world. You're silly.
Yeah, the game is more or less a run and gun with melee attacks, but the more stuff you destroy and enemies you kill, the higher your rage meter goes, which doubles as your health bar. And thus, you shoot more bullets more quickly, and they also do more damage. And like Joey was saying, the game's opening level is surprisingly hard. As you start off running away from an attack helicopter's gunfire and missiles, and which in and of itself isn't too bad. I mean, the checkpoints are definitely way too far apart.
I just want to know what the police's budget is that they can just go willy-nilly destroying everything trying to catch one guy.
Yeah, you must be just that dangerous then. But yeah, whenever you run out of lives and do a continue, it starts you right back at the beginning of the entire level.
Sure
what
does.
the hell, man?
Sure does. All right, what's harder, the beginning of this or Test Drive? Or no, I was thinking of Driver.
You mean Driver 3?
No, the first one with the
first driver?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Or what about the stunt driver? Or Stuntman, whatever that game was. That
Stuntman?
That was also hard. That you had to
think that was too bad.
create all the shots at the perfect time for the right shot of the movie.
I didn't think that was that bad.
I think they're all annoying. So, but this one I think might be the worst.
We got through Stuntman, like eventually.
Yeah.
Like this was difficult.
Yeah.
I think Driver is still
this...
more difficult because that's just stupid annoying.
True.
No, yeah. I still think this is worse.
You think this is worse? Okay.
Yeah, because it gets to a part where you're in like this big silo area and you have to shoot through a whole bunch of soldiers for a bit, and then
I think it even gets worse in the beginning because you're running.
Dude, let me fucking start. Finish talking, man. Stop interrupting me.
His rage meter's building.
Yeah, you got that right. But yeah, the attack helicopter comes down from above and starts shooting at you, and then you have to jump up a whole bunch of platforms in a circle to get away from it. And so many times I fell to my death, and it got to the point where it asked me to continue, and then I had to start the whole level over again, and that happened like over the course of an hour, and I was like, fucking hell, what the fuck is wrong with this game?
It's old school hard, man.
Yeah, but even old school hard games had their fucking limits.
It's like isometric Ninja Gaiden, except you're shooting shit instead of throwing shurikens and stuff.
Yeah.
John
audience, let this
Kane. What a good name. I like it.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing that name anywhere.
Yeah. John Kane. It's the guy's name. See, you eventually find that out, Colin, if you would, gotten better. Not let your rage meter go to critical mass. Unlike my golf game, I swear, the rage meter never goes anywhere. I'm very calm and collected. I did not almost throw my club when I missed a 2-foot putt yesterday. It didn't happen. You're lying.
Yeah. Yeah. like when I picked this game, I was not expecting the rage to happen both in and out of the game. And as you can tell, the game's biggest weakness is the platforming. It's just plain awful. So many cheap deaths because of the game's perspective, and control sensitivity made it super difficult.
Can
Of course, once you get past
this on the PS Network? Let's see here.
I don't think so. I think
It was released on PS1 Classic on the PS Network in 2010.
Right, but can I get
Shows
it
what I know.
now? Is the question.
maybe on PS3 or Vita.
Well, Vita's shut down, buddy. Right? Yes?
Is it?
Probably.
I don't think so.
I think the only option would be PS4 at this point.
I was able to get Vagrant Story on PS3 recently.
It says it's on PS3.
My app is not cooperating. But it's not like typing in 1 is going to give me the best results.
Yeah.
ONE. Yeah, I just get a bunch of One Piece games. That's all that comes up. So
I guess that adds to the rage factor that this game induces.
yeah, it's One Night Stand. Joey, you want a One Night Stand?
Oh, I've heard of that one.
No.
Yeah, once you get past the first level, the game becomes more generous with extra lives, which are absolutely vital. I will say the game's graphics and visuals are quite good.
Yeah, it's
On par
wild.
with Metal
I wasn't
Gear Solid, I'd
expecting
say.
that level of kind of destruction constantly going around in the environments.
Yeah. And when you're not platforming, the running around blowing shit up is actually pretty fun. It's like killing guys every which way and building up your rage meter to do even more damage. Thing is, that whole running around blowing shit up thing should be a grand slam for me, but it's let down by the bad platforming. That's pretty much all I can really say about the game. What about you guys?
I was weirdly addicted to this game, and I almost beat it. I got
Yeah.
through 4 of the 6 or 7 bosses, whatever it is. I got through quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the isometric. See, I just really like this. I've said this before, but PS1, whether it's the pre-rendered backgrounds or some sort of isometric environment, I just really like that style. And yeah, it was difficult at first for the platforming, but I got through it pretty easily. It's not like we were playing, I don't know, Captain Quasar or some shit on the 3DO. But I thought a lot of the game made sense. It reminded me of, what is it, the Die Hard trilogy, like Sega Saturn.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of
Die
what it
Hard
reminded me
Arcade.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Die Hard Arcade. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed this. The game goes for about $5, plus or minus shipping. I pass it.
I failed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaning towards passing it.
Felt it very annoying as you were running. You were getting further away, and then the camera's like, nope, we're going to move you back. So you're now in the back again.
Get over it, bro.
Yeah. All right. Next game. It is Hulk on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox.
Yes, not the Incredible Hulk. Just Hulk.
No, that's... Yes. It was developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Universal Interactive. Released on GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and PC on North America on May 28th, 2003. In the EU on June 13th, 2003. And in Australia on June 26th, 2003. And this is meant as sort of a sequel to the Ang Lee movie that came out in that same year. If anybody remembers that, with Eric Bana.
Sure.
Not to be confused with The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Yeah, that's the one I
This
remember.
one was...
Yeah. I think Edward Norton was the best Hulk. But he was just too difficult to work with, so that's why they went away with him.
Yeah, I can believe that.
His rage meter built too often for people, I guess.
I think he wanted too much control.
Yeah, he's known for that. Yeah, the... Crap, I didn't write down the plot. But basically,
It's a fucking
Bruce
Hulk
Banner.
game. That's the plot. Go around, beat shit up, you get angry.
Yeah. I like the wiki says that The Incredible Hulk was originally developed as a sequel, but then they reworked it. But so they just changed the story because it feels like it is a sequel to this game.
Yeah, basically, Bruce Banner is called on by a friend who claims he can cure his Hulkness,
Yeah, okay, sure.
but turns out to be a trap. The guy
no
just
way.
wanted to extract some of his power so he could turn into a Hulk-like guy. And then you end up fighting through a whole bunch of other Hulk-like guys until you reach the leader, who's taken straight out of the comics, who is trying to take over the world and all that comic booky stuff. But yeah, this game pretty much does the same thing as 1, where attacking enemies increases the rage meter, and then you can do more special moves and damage. And fun fact, the guys who worked on this game went on to create The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and then from that went on to make Prototype.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
I love Prototype.
yeah, whole bunch, just run around smashing shit up, that kind of game. Now, there are some cool ideas in here, like punching missiles back at enemies or clapping the air to produce a sonic boom. But it's not as extensive or creative as Ultimate Destruction, so it feels a bit repetitive. But that can be forgiven. This game walked so that Ultimate Destruction could run.
Yeah, this game felt incredibly middle of the road.
It was very primitive compared to what we've played in the past and what would come for sure. I'll tell you what sucked in this game: the Bruce Banner sections.
Yeah, there's stealth sections.
Fuck that.
These
That was horrible.
Yeah, these may make or break the game for certain people. I mean, narratively it makes sense, but it doesn't exactly mesh well with a game where you play as the Hulk.
No, I want to fucking play as Hulk and beat stuff up. You can do your story nonsense with Bruce Banner, not where I have to struggle with stealth bullshit sections. That was terrible.
That reminds me of playing as MJ in the Spider-Man games.
Yes, also terrible.
I don't hate her. I don't hate the story she brings. I just don't want to play as her. I don't want to be sneaky around with all these guys that can kill me because I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you're not alone in your thinking there. Lots of people had issues with that,
Yeah.
but in any case,
The cell shading
I
was
do
good.
kind of like.
It worked well on the
Yeah, I was gonna
GameCube because
say.
I played the GameCube version, and cell shading really looks quite good on GameCube.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gives it kind of a comic book vibe, which I think the movie was also trying to do with its editing.
I tried playing the PlayStation 1 version, but my emulator or PlayStation 2 version, and my emulator kept going choppy every time I do an ultimate move, so the Hulk was too strong for the emulator.
His rage was too much for it.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah, I mean, this game was
Yeah,
just very bang average to me, with a really poor
Yeah.
section.
yeah, I give it a soft pass. It
Yeah, I
walked so
guess.
that, like I said, it walked so that Ultimate Destruction could run.
Yeah, I'm also giving it a soft pass.
So this
Okay.
game goes for about $10 plus or minus shipping. It's like a 7-hour game, 6-7 hours. It's not very long.
Yeah.
Very repetitive. Yeah, soft pass. Very soft. Pillow soft,
Okay then.
maybe?
Well, in any case.
Okay. That's it.
That's all there is to say there.
Yeah. Colin, I'm glad we got you angry for a little bit. That was funny.
Let that be a lesson, folks. You don't interrupt an angry rant.
Sure you
It's like
can.
interrupting sex. You just don't do it.
Well, I mean, come on. Someone's got to knock on the door and invade your privacy sometimes.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
was
maybe
the
if
fun of
there's-
not having interrupted sex?
Yeah, come on, Colin. You got to live on the edge sometimes. You never know when someone's watching. Okay.
Got me there, I suppose.
So the two games were 1 and Hulk. Singular title names. Okay.
That's because you're too angry to say more than one word at a time,
I suppose.
or be more articulate than that.
Well, my favorite would be 1, because it did get me the most angry. I think that was the goal of this episode. I never got angry playing Hulk. I was just bored mostly. I don't know. 1 gets a C. Hulk gets a... fuck it. D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I liked 1 more.
It was more original.
I give them both C's. 1 would be a B if not for the awful platforming.
Whoa, come on. Awful. What are you, Joey? These opinions here? Come on. Joey, what's your opinion?
Those are good opinions. I think Hulk is the better of the games. 1 is getting a D, and Hulk's getting a C.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So everything's a C. Bang average. There you go.
Hey, that's helping us with our fall.
Yeah, the fall's coming quick. Oh boy. All right. Joey, you got the next theme. What is it?
Yes, since you made a, I guess, observation that we've only played good games.
That's right.
And since it was during the week of ChatGPT, I went back to ChatGPT and asked it to bring the pain.
Bring the pain. Chat GPT. Request pain.
Yes, JD requests pain,
Okay.
and ChatGPT will deliver.
Very exciting. Okay. Short, quick podcast. We're back. Now we're heading away. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye now.